Hey everyone, welcome back. So, the autosave gives us no opportunity for adjustment. Hopefully we won't need it. Lonnie's here to take Garnet's necklace. Garnet says no. And Lonnie tells her directly, hey, my orders don't include keeping you alive. Which isn't the first time Garnet's heard that, so she shouldn't be so surprised, but I understand it can be hard when your mother keeps sending assassins after you. I'd probably take a minute to acclimate to that myself. So this time, because I didn't actually realize I had Reflect, Garnet's just gonna start reflecting everyone. I hope Lonnie doesn't have, like, Ultima or something. Oh, she's got Arrow, which works just as well, huh? I'm looking for potion. Is it at the bottom of the list now that... Yeah, it is. Yeah, for some reason I wasn't thinking of her as a mage boss. It's probably because of the big hammer. But now I am kind of more in that mindset. And by hammer, I did mean axe. We got the coral sword. What do you think you're doing? Oh, she actually did get upset about the sword. Oh, this is going so much better. You know what? Just heal yourself real quick. Come back when you're ready to fight. Wait, we're fighting right now. Pretty well, I thought. Elixir! What? That's not allowed. I can't afford another Mighty Guard, but I think it would have gone through the Reflect. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Think you're so smart? Were you expecting this? Ah, shoot. We missed out on the Rage, or the Trance. First input. Well, at least, technically, someone ate that high potion. Every time. You know what? Zidane might have lost his living privileges. Okay, never mind. This is terrible. There, see, we got it. Easy peasy. You're pretty good. Yeah, that was my, that's how I came out of the fight feeling. What a drag. I'll let you guys go for now. Oh no, this is what I thought it was. An untamed Gargan, huh? Maybe I can ride it. Oh. Is their name like a portmanteau of gargantuan and ant? I'm just now realizing. It's Stiltskin. That was some trouble I ran into in Clara. I was hurt so bad I couldn't even move, but now that I've recovered, I'm back on track. Wanna buy a set of Phoenix Pinion, Remedy, and Ether for 550 gil? Yes, I do, Stiltskin. Thanks to you, I can continue on my journey. I got a letter from Kupo. I don't even know who Kupo is, Kupo. Let's read it together. I'm bored, Kupo. I'm so bored I'm going to hide away. Try finding me inside this cavern. Hint, I'm behind a wall. Aren't we all typically behind a wall? What a carefree Moogle, Kupo. I fled from Limbo with my life. Oh, I didn't realize it was that kind of situation. Abomination? That's not very nice. Anyway, do they taste good? They do. Nice pick, by the way. And they have about 500, I think it said 570 HP. Oh, hey, Chocolata, how are you doing? Oh no, they're trancing. That one survived. I bet we can eat it. Nope. That was a tragically short trance. Like, what happened? Totally not drying up like like SpongeBob right now because of the heat. Well, make sure you stay hydrated like SpongeBob in that episode. $291 left. It's 879. Where'd I get 500 from? We'll get it. I don't know what night does off the top of my head. But now we have it. It was delicious. It's currently 21 degrees. That's too hot. Especially at night. You need to learn how to eat things with Quina. You've tried so much. It's really hard. I think alternate fantasy actually opens the window a little bit. They've got to be so close to death. Scan definitely helps. If you manage to have Dagger and Quina in the same party. How are you enjoying Final Fantasy IX so far? I haven't been able to catch too much, unfortunately. Loving it? I think last I saw, you were on your way to Burmecia. You're in Trino now? Gotcha, gotcha. Oh. Right. Okay. Now I understand. And my lips are sealed. I just remembered, by the way, the Moogle is right there, and I could have used a tint for like half of the items I just used. Are you here for the treasure too? You just lost a shiny Pokemon today? It was a shiny Baneri? You could have had the pink bunny? I'm so sorry. Treasure? What are you talking about? You don't know? This excavation site has tons of treasure and rare fossils. You're not here to steal them? No, we're not treasure hunting. Does this tunnel connect to the outer continent? The outer continent? You're trying to go outside? Huh. This tunnel's like a web. I don't even know how far it travels. You'll need to go that way, but it's quite a trip. The only way to go further is to hitch a ride on the Gargant. But it'll lead you to a dead end if you let it go wherever it wants. So you navigate the Gargant with that switch over there. What's the relationship between the switch and the Gargants? The switch changes which fountain the water comes out from. Gargants hate water. You can block off the sections you don't want to go by activating the fountain with that switch. That over there is the number 2 switch. You'll need to trigger it to go over to the other side. I see. How do I get over there? Do I have to tell you everything? You can get there on a Gargant, but you'll need to trigger the number 1 switch to do it. I see, thanks for the info. You're not too worried about spoilers, but people have been really nice about trying to keep things secret. I at least want to keep the... I forgot there were encounters already. It'll be easy for me because, like, all of the major events have completely left my brain. I just remember, like, the general events. I guess the general storyline. Ah, this also teaches Knight. We don't need this guy anymore. It ran away because Pokemon can run away if you have high-level Pokemon. That's extremely rough. You're not rocking the Quick Balls? You're playing Legends of Arceus. I can't remember how shiny hunting works in that one. I still need to actually play that one through. I played like half of it. We have life. But I want the other two. But now we get our auto potioning. Bad thing is you lost to shiny Patillo the same way the week before. That's extremely frustrating. Have you... I don't know whether this works. But have you considered using a Pokemon with, like, Shadow Tag? An ability that prevents Pokemon from escaping? I don't know if that works in Legends of Arceus. Or if they just get to run away no matter what. Oh, there are no abilities in Legends of Arceus. Shoot. Never mind then. There is one ability. Another great picture. And it's slow start. Weak against wind. And it teaches White Wind. That's actually huge. And it has 1,400 HP. I didn't think we'd done 1,000 damage to it yet. But I guess I wasn't paying close enough attention. We got a Peridot, I love her. Well, she's learning ability up twice. It's a weapon downgrade. Silence would have actually helped us out, by the way. What? Why'd they give her the Gladius? Is it because because it's a dagger? Well, that's extremely funny. I'm gonna take her back a step so she can learn silence. What about you? You can learn regenerate and locomotion from it. Absolutely. And it's a better sword overall. When you lose a shiny, it's pretty rough. Not that rough, though. They made Annoy, or Trouble. They made Trouble stick around after battle. So you gotta get your anointment. Rub that on the troublesome area, I suppose. Right. I was completely distracted. I couldn't remember what I was doing. Regenerate. Use Ether on all party members. Incredible. And locomotion prevents stop. Gladius, by the way. Add slow, and it's a light dagger that's easy to handle. I remember this area being a nightmare. Hopefully adult brain can handle it better than kid brain can. This is a hope you often repeat to your adult brain. Sometimes it works like that. And boy, when it is easier later in life, it feels real nice. Angel's Snack, I think I've already got that one. Yes, and White Wind. I didn't need to be worried about that Griffin. The list is so spread out. I love Demi so much. I'm excited for Vivi to learn it. I hope it's close since I'm seeing it on a monster. You have learned Poison. I'll put you in the nice shirt. Still gotta keep it if we want Thundera, though. I'm realizing again, we're not having Garnet learn her new talent. Also, these flap flaps are actually killing me. This is the end for us. You had a long conversation with Rumi about MTG. Main takeaway is the phrase latte stage capitalism. Man, that thing just gets into everything, doesn't it? Okay. Legitimately. Oh, late stage card capitalism. I knew that you would not just straight use the phrase late stage capitalism, and the latte threw me off. If it came from anyone else, I would have assumed it was a typo or an autocorrect. But I was like, okay. I'm sure latte stage capitalism is kind of funny. Well, all I mean is you have a tendency to add a certain flair. Latte stage capitalism. No, it's not. I'm not being polite. I mean it as a compliment. Your declarations are usually less bland. Is all. And true to form, there was a play on words in there. I was just blind to it at first. Exactly, you strive for whimsy in all things. MTG in a coffee shop would be extremely nice. It's a shame that due to the other parts of latte stage capitalism, it'd be quite expensive for a hangout. One percenters only. Well, that's not true, because now they're introducing the value booster packs, so if you don't want any rares, you can open a pack for fun and pretend. You confessed you played Commander without him. Did he take it well? Ah! Fantastic, Mr. Scott, hi. He immediately started ranting about green. Just because it's the best color in Commander. No actual comments about you playing. Just disappointed you played a ramp deck. Howdy, Mr. Scott. How are you doing? I've said it before. Green wouldn't be so overbearing if people just blew everything up more. Oh, that's right. Mr. Shins and Mr. Scott were being rather formal here. Lurk while you make dinner. I hope it's a pleasant cook. Like one more fight, and then we can finally learn. We can learn Beardy. Like, I don't know if it was this Rue or the next one. It actually caused some discord in my household. Everyone was working on it. Some harsh words were said. Discord. We were howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. We were asking, whatever did we do? So please, Final Fantasy IX, take the tyranny away. Plus 20? Thank you, I am at 169. Oh, geez, did you do that on purpose? It feels undeserved. All I knew was, all I did was I knew a song. No, no more flap flaps. The flap flaps scared me. Oh god. See, this is why the flap flaps scare me. No more flaps. Foxo's very tired. He is eating the Foxo. Remedy doesn't cure trouble. You actually need to rub the anointment on the affected area. Rumi says he might start streaming. Well, that's exciting. Yeah. Same too. I'm happy to help if he wants help from someone who barely knows what they're doing. But only if he's like trying. Which I assume he would be. Oh, thank you for the head pats. Yeah, if you're already... Like, I had... Oh, shoot, I just told Vivi to attack. This is going to kill him, I think. No? Okay, I just don't understand how heat works then. Like, when people talk about getting home from their real job and streaming, I can't imagine. I started because I had nothing else going on. She can learn Chemist. And Kira. Or learn to Ramu. So there's a mechanic they don't tell you. Oh yeah, Mr. Scott was talking about this, I think. There's a mechanic they don't tell you. Which is... the more gemstones you have corresponding to a summon, the stronger that summon gets. And I didn't know that about that mechanic. Until I was reading about the changes in the mod. Yeah. It's definitely true. Yeah, it's definitely not easy. When you were doing it, you were only barely full-time. His plan really is to just stream what he normally does when he's home and talk about it. Yeah, that seems doable. That was sort of my plan, but then I ended up giving myself a rigid schedule and programming. Well, no, I guess it's the opposite of my plan. I guess my plan was to force myself to do things. It worked. I've been doing things non-stop ever since. Oh, we still don't get to see the thing. She was finally about to do it. Like 3 hours is about as long as you can stream before you feel like... I was not like a very social person either. Or I guess I didn't think I was. I definitely found out that if I play a single game for more than like 3 hours, my brain turns to jelly. Judgment Bolt. You want to make a show where the episode title is the same every time, but with part X appended to it? Oh, hey, Diluted Daybreak, how are you doing? As an episode 452, Allie Does the Things, part 452. Oh, so episode 452 is not part of the title. It's a nice format. I could definitely stand to have a consistent format. Yeah, would you prefer Nimbus? I tend to default to screen names. You usually go by Nimbus? Well, I will start calling you Nimbus then. You got distracted from channel point stuff because your boyfriend came up with an extremely cursed prompt? I want to ask what it was, but now I'm scared that people might demand it. You may post it in memes once it's done. Oh, not a prompt for channel point stuff, a prompt for art. I get you, I get you. By the way, the option in Discord that I had unchecked was send files. I never considered that would include image files. So now images can go into general. I was thinking like, oh, PDFs. Yeah, that's something I don't want casually thrown about. But it's only ever stopped pictures. You still need to finish the teeth. That's a very ominous statement. We are finished with the Mithril Rod. We don't need it anymore. It's Multina racket time. You caught a corner, whatever it is, when you got back to your desk? You're making me extremely curious. I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm sure there's record of it somewhere. Hey, you made it this far already? You want to buy something? Nuh-uh, because I've been Good little scavenger, and I've already found all this stuff. But why don't you have potions? Oh, you do. I'll calm down. Is it trap? It's not trap. We're safe. Wait a minute. It might be trap, though. Or we might get a treat for going this way. Just giving Bach the Seamster a little pat. He ain't on screen right now, but he deserves pats. Always. Thank you for showing my son the love he deserves. We can't afford to wait long enough to get Quina up off the ground. Also, every time you summon a summon, it gets more powerful. That's another thing they don't tell you. We're gonna have to buy some ethers from that guy. Yo, you got the hookup? Oh, for ether? Yes. Yes, I do. I know a guy over in Fossil Rue who can sell you all the ether you need. No more Trouble Tale. I'm at the stage in my life where I know to avoid Trouble Tale when I see it. I don't like that. Yeet. Okay, the place is kind of terrible. My memory served correctly. It is kind of funny with how helpless Stagger seemed in character. That as soon as she learns any kind of offensive magic, it is massively destructive. Which Mage's Guild should Hedge go to after Balmora? Well, The one in Balmora is a little bit of a mob boss, right? So I remember I went straight to Aldrin and did the quest for that mage who's really into Dwemer. I'm sorry? There was some pinging outside. It concerned me for a moment, but I think it's across the street, so we're fine. I hope. Yay, I gave a good advice. That ability? Equip. Completely done with lightning staff. Sleep would be pretty quick. We're getting oak staff, though. I do try to pick when asked. Because I've definitely been in the position of, oh, I just can't make a decision right now. Can you just tell me anything? And people are like, oh, I don't know, whatever you want to do. Yeah, that's why I went to Aldrin in the first place, is because Ajira told me to go there. She's friends with the Dwemer mage, apparently. Skink and Sidrith Mora to be the least morally object. Well, Skink and Tree Shade is just the best all around. I still think he might be a vampire. If he is, he's not a bad vampire? Absolutely. A stand-up vamp. Oh, it doesn't squirt. You've got your name to save Hedge, the Mage's Guild Gopher. Like your HOK. I'm not familiar with that one, I'll be honest. Warning. You will be shut out once you flip the switch and go outside. Treasure Hunters Association. Ah, don't do anything then. Hero of Kavach. Gotcha, gotcha. Right, there's this whole mini quest here about collecting rare fossils, right? It's coming back to me now. You need to rescue Khajiit from the Skooma cartel and steal the dealer's Balmora home first. Absolutely you do. I never thought of that. That probably is where he was getting it from, isn't it? I mean, given our information of one guy in Balmora who does it, and one guy in Balmora who sells it. They live right next door to each other. It's pretty compelling circumstantial evidence. We get mug. We get mug. No, of course he knows. He probably doesn't even have to pay for it. He just has to keep it quiet about it. Damages enemies when you steal. I mean, I'd rather that than steal Gil, honestly. MP attack is kind of getting in the way, though. Have the party in your game stumble across Caius's place? Well, if they know the game, I think they're going to find it pretty funny. Is that Khajiit in Hua Ode? Yeah, she is. You have to... Well, you kind of run into her, or at least I did, as part of a Thieves Guild quest. Or just walk there. Yeah, there's this house they send you to collect, something. That someone might have stolen from the, Thieves Guild. If I remember right. And it's in the basement of that house. Whoever artifacts, yes. They were supposed to return them to the Thieves Guild, but they just kept them. Alright. As much as I don't want to. I must take a very brief break. But I'll be back in less than 5. Everyone can take a second to just stretch. If you want to. Or don't. Guess how much level 1 gold you have? Well, I saw you start the game and you basically stripped every scrap of silver off the table in the entryway. So I imagine you have 10,000? $300 shy of 10,000! Let's go! Alright, I do have to take a brief break, but I'll be back real soon. We're in the fossil room. Also, welcome back. I didn't actually say that, I just said, how is everyone? Wow, I can't believe you made it this far without getting hurt. This is my territory. Go dig somewhere else. I'll let you excavate here in exchange for a potion. Sure. Thanks, buddy. Okay, this is completely different from what I thought. Is there actually something here? See, for some reason I made up in my mind that there was this whole, like... thing where you'd have to go and find fossils and bring them back to him. But I guess not. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Wait. Something actually came out eventually. It was just an ore, but... Ah! Belmont, hi! I haven't actually played past Disc 1 in a very long time. Me either. Ah! Nimbus, why? You too? Coop. Kupo? I am starting to remember this. Gotta have pride for your national bird. Can I help you? He just pops out and he's like, oh, can I help you? Moogle has wares if you have coin, if you have gil. I have a favor to ask, Kupo. Why don't you deliver a letter to Kupo? Oh, right. There's a letter earlier talking about it. What do you think would happen if you unleashed 20 flocks? 20 flocks, that would be 100 cliff racers on screen all at once. Coming to say that, yeah. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. I think it'd be fine. Nothing catastrophic could surely happen. Maybe if I was playing Elden Ring. Oh, I'm willing to find out. See if you can bring this whole stream down. I am so braced. The ultimate spirit ball. I got one eye on OBS. I want to see how laggy this gets. Well, that wasn't even that bad. The impact wasn't even that bad. Most of them just hit each other. I could barely feel the bats. Yeah, it's true. After a certain number of racers, they kind of just flow over you. Ah, shoot, I should have. That's a good idea. I should have taken a dive, like, woo. That's the best I can do. The queue's all squeaky clean. A high potion. A fossilized high potion. That's been bothering you for a week. Alright, I think we're well and truly done here. Quitting already. Yeah, I have had enough. I found like 4 ores, a high potion, and a Moogle. I am a little sorry that the queue gets like that. You see, the Twitch integrated throwing system is a bit of a black box. I set it up to respond on Twitch Redeem, and its interpretation of that is redeem requested and redeem canceled or fulfilled at all. Oh, look at that. Your fault for not clearing it off stream. Well, honestly, it's kind of my fault for not clearing it off stream if you'd like me to. I'm sure it would just be a couple clicks. We could close out the stream with it. Auto Potion and Chemist, which doubles the potency of medicinal items. Now that you know 100 racers won't crash anything, you won't be afraid to unleash them at the end. Well, at least not in this game. There's definitely a chance in, we have to find the upper boundary now. Oh, it's true. Every clip racer in the queue is in a physical pin. Here in the swirling ball void that I live in. They only get freed once they're redeemed and then later cleared. Well, I guess, yeah, they're created when you're redeemed and then released into the wild when they're cleared. We're going to slowly repopulate. We're going to slowly repopulate Morrowind. I completely forgot what I came in here to do. I didn't notice that had counter for some reason. Channel points are bait to draw them in. Yeah, there we go. In your vast web. It's probably less than 2.1 billion, the upper bound of a 32-bit signed integer. Well, maybe. But there's also the practical limit of what my CPU can render while I'm also streaming. The real limit is whatever cranks my CPU temp up to 140 degrees. I hate it. That one sprays, the other one doesn't. Mafala's gift to one of her most faithful. One of their most faithful. That one didn't spray before. This is an outrage. I'm going backwards, by the way, because this is clearly progression, and I want all the treasures. Please no. Mafala gave you the web to capture the racers in. And the ability to just sever a single string to let them fly one by one if needed. The precision of it is what's terrifying to me. Also, I can't remember which one Mafala is. Used to Soul Siphon to get the channel points. Is Mafala the Daedric Lord of Betrayal? Is that the one? Because if so, that's very troubling. Lord of Plots. Okay, hopefully that's not the one I was thinking of. Where in Skyrim, the way you complete the quest is by taking a follower and sacrificing them there. Conspiracies, murder, and betrayal. That's Boethia. Okay, so slightly better. Still, it's not the most comforting thing to hear. That you're favored by Mafala enough to, have been granted boons. Certainly you'd never plot against me, though. Never, of course. No, I think if you ask a plotter directly, they do have to tell you whether or not they're plotting against you. Otherwise, it's entrapment. As if in some kind of grand spectral web. Lamia's tiara, by the way. Oh, it's a hat. Obviously. It teaches clear-headed and confuse, and float. Yes, entrapment, not part of your lexicon, obviously. Is that a close-up on just the clasped hands? Well, I'm sure it's fine. It definitely comforts me. In fact, honestly, at this point, I feel bad for ever even considering it. That you're apparently very close and mutual relationship with Mafala would imply any ill intent towards me. I think this is the first time I've ever seen the word rat in all caps and associated it with an affectionate tone. Purely in the realm of misdirection, of course, and you are great at that. There's one more chest. You know, it ranks highly for me as well. It might actually be my favorite form of comedy, too. I love a good trick. I like to be surprised and then laugh about it like a toddler. Please no. They just do so much damage. I believe the creators of this mod hard-coded the AI to target people that they can kill. Which is the opposite of what you do in a tabletop role-playing game. The flaps are made for slapping, and that's just what they'll do. They sure do. By the way, I hated auto potion as a kid because it's like, oh, they use up all your potions. But as a method to make potions actually worth having, I think it's a great idea. You mean you don't target the back line in every other combat? Well, the back line maybe. But once someone's down, I decide the combatant is like, ah, this person is no longer a threat. I'm going to focus on the other people who are actively attacking and let this one make their death saves. That's my text. I'm soft. Look, I kill people enough, or rather down people enough as is. Also, hi, drummer. How are you doing? Two-month baby? I see. In sub... Oh! Well, goodness, thank you. I can't imagine why someone would stick around for a second month, but I appreciate it. While your brain is here, would everyone be okay with you posting a... I know what that means. A work in progress form of the Elder Scrolls Pathfinder rules? You got the main stats almost done, but you want to add some more. Yeah, absolutely. You may or may not have directly subbed for 6 months. Jeez. Well, now you're stuck with me, I guess. But thank you. Just going to link it on the Discord? That is completely okay. You can do it wherever feels right, by the way. There's like a couple channels where it fits. Now you got the cute Ally sticker. Isaac cropped that themselves and got it already. I should do more like that until I get some more full custom ones. And I can just do the poses so that you don't have to crop the backgrounds. I cannot find where to get this last chest from. Serpent milk? Were we talking about Snilk here? Snilk? I'm searching. Where was Snilk? Where does serpent milk come from? I don't want to say it comes from a snowman. Snowmen aren't real. Oh no, which one are you searching for? There is a way. Snowmen are real. Just not, you know. I'm not gonna force you to say anything, but I am curious. You're fishing for Snick? Dummy Snick? If I ate my Snickers like I should have, would I have been as Snick as that snowman? That's what you're looking for? I don't think I said serpent milk. But sometimes I lose track and just say things. I would like very much to not be here anymore. I've got a plan. We're fine. Restock serpent milk. No, I've still got plenty. I am trying to figure out how to get to that last chest. I don't know how, whether that came out wrong. It could be a thing. I'm actually really sad that I don't know how to get it. But I think I've wasted enough time trying. Oh, it's just this, isn't it? Never mind, we're good. Oh, we're getting the full Ramu. That's the most... You know, I wasn't thinking about it until you said it. That's the most upsetting line of text I've ever read. So thank you. If I can lessen the pain by also having to think about my teeth on the floor. Well, that being said, you know, mirrored teeth, rodent teeth in general, it just deposits me back here. I thought I was onto it. I thought I was going to find that last chest. Also, thank you for the head pats. It helps to soothe the bad thoughts that you implanted in my brain. I need to be able to make an angry expression first. The best I got is this. Oh, you made it? I was trying my best. I'm sorry, Chest. I failed. I failed, Excalibur 2 alternate condition. But we're flipping the switch. You feel like you've made a horrible mistake. Some serpent milk to calm down. There's plenty in the fridge, don't worry. Help yourself, have all the serpent milk you need. We've got Snilk on tap here in the void. Night just sleeps everyone, right? Yes, it does. It's terrible. I think insomnia makes it affect only enemies. So, okay, so the tragic thing is it was already a thing. You merely brought it to the fore. Yeah, it was sort of a thing already. You just made it better. That's accurate. It's not the first time Snilk has been mentioned. Is it the one? It's the Droppy clip. Do you have the animated version? Yes. It is down here. I can navigate. I feel, honestly, so much guilt seeing that treasure chest still there. Fear? No, it's good. The clip I prefer, I've never been able to find it, but I swear, during one episode or maybe a stream, they were talking about having to do merch meetings back when they were part of College Humor. And they were like, okay, here's a merch idea. Snilk. Got Snilk? And they're like, explain what that's a reference to. Well, snake milk. We're free. This light. There's no mist here. This was not the tragic one that I remember, by the way. That means there's another Rue coming up. I don't think I've seen enough of Brennan. I haven't seen past Fantasy High on... What is it? Is that even the guy I'm thinking of? He does do Dimension 20, right? Two tens, please. We got hurted bad and we need to sleep. Mostly DM, sometimes player. I've never seen him as a player. I definitely appreciate the, what do you call it? Budget of the show. It's fun to imagine being able to do that kind of thing and just have, like, minis for every specific little guy. Thanks for sharing the Snilk. Anytime. That's fine. He won't get much off of it. Learned everything off of Multina Racket. We're looking at climb, aim for a star. That way, even if you fail and go backwards, you'll at least be among the rats. Is the space between the stars really just rats? It's a comforting thought. The great cosmic rat king. Rats are stars spelled backwards. That makes so much sense. Still have an equipped counter and I really want to. It's 8 though. No more alert, only counter. It is a very beautiful song, by the way. Yeah. After all the tragedy we just had to witness, it's really refreshing to get a sense of wonder and exploration in here. Not the dots. He's made an appearance. I kind of thought you had to attack him in order to get them up. Well, that's terrible. You miss your Cactar emotes? It's definitely an opportunity to get some more. They're a popular little guy. I'm sure someone's got some. Just look at him go. I don't think this is going to work, by the way. I kind of think we're already doomed. Oh, it's out of our hands now. Pep and Ripperoni. Pep and Ripperoni. That makes much more sense. You know, because of you, I pressured Suri into getting us pizza last night. Well, not last night. It was the night before. It was so worth it. You don't have any more ether. I did not buy more from that guy. Did you know this was the outer con- Oh, there it goes. Gonna order some really good pizza tomorrow for Pathfinder. That's so nice. Oh yeah, I might be playing Mutants and Masterminds tomorrow. I have no idea, honestly. A whole Zagnal? Oh, this is before the tents. That's why no magic. I forgot I could just tint. $16, that's not divisible by 4, as far as I know. No, wait, it is. A whole Zagnal? You can fix it if you'd prefer. I can always delete. I'll delete on break even. You gotta run? Have Pathfinder Guide up on Discord soon. And since we've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy, may have a gimmick run you'll enjoy watching. Am I familiar with Game Champ 3K? I am not, unfortunately. But I will check out that Pathfinder Guide. And thank you, I appreciate you being here. No eat, unfortunately. Oh, there's a marsh behind me. There we go, now we're less dead. Donut Plains. Isn't Donut Plains a section in Mario? Something similar. I wonder if they make good donuts here. We can at least check out this marsh before we switch over to Lords of Shadow. Sahagan. Not lowland frogs, or loveland frogs. Which would have been my guess. Aqua Breath, which we've already got. Do you think a rat could ever do an opera? Well, I know you could. Or would they have to hide under someone else's hat to do it? No, I'm certain you could do an opera. At least one rat can. And that certainly paves the way for all the others. It's just like the cricket in New York City. The cricket in Times Square, that's what it was. Let's break some rules! With the hammer. Shatter the convention with the hammer. Get judged, frogs. Yeah, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Burn life's house down with the lemons. The Mogster's here as well. Do you have directions? What? This is your first time in the outer continent? You don't know where to go? On your way here, you saw a flat building shaped like a bridge, right? Try going there first. Well, I tried going here first. These things are like the pug version of basilisks from Dark Souls. I love them. J.K. Simmons, is that... It's been so long, I forgot his name. Thank you so much. I'm at 171. Is this place actually nothing? Shelf defense. Their tails are pretty rat-like, actually. I hadn't noticed that. I shudder to call them tails, but I guess that's what they are. Things are a pain in the ass on Final Fantasy VII. but also really fun. I do like a fun fight over spamming X. So it might be pretty worth it. Oh, Vivi. Because of their defense, they force you to use ability combos to break their state. Oh my gosh, that sounds rough. For just like a little random encounter guy? That's like boss mechanics. That's the kind of thing you force someone to do one time. And then never again. I used to love trying to sing this song, by the way. Oh, the remake, the remake. Honestly, I didn't understand the R, so I just ignored it. Now I get it. It's more like the whole levels gimmick. Gotcha. It does make a lot more sense now. I'd also never played the original Final Fantasy VII, so I was like, oh, ability combos? You mean like in Chrono Trigger? They also have jump. Oh, so you just can't hit them at all for a certain period? If that's how jump works in the remaster. Oh, the remake. We will catch the golden frog and then switch. Maybe a couple other frogs. You're working hard, Queena. Not a huge fan of the ARPG direction that it's gone in, but you think they did a fantastic job? I haven't actually played one, so I kind of am withholding my judgment. The closest thing I've played is probably Kingdom Hearts, and I only played 1 and 2 of that. You come far a long way of gourmand. I give you this. A silk robe. Thank you, Master Quail. I train more. Heard good things about Final Fantasy 16. I saw a little bit. I can't remember which one it is. But I saw Mio playing one of them, and it looked fun. But very different from the traditional Final Fantasy formula. $15 I'm not sure about. It was not the road trip one. It might have been 16 actually. I think we can afford to grab a mail. Alien dance. Okay. It's just frogs and fights in here. Please come out and save. I'm not stalling at all. Just because I got upset last time. You love summoning the power of Eidolons on these random bullfrogs. It is great. My favorite part is, in this game, they don't, like, show up every time. Ramus just, like, huh? Those guys? Sure, whatever, and just yeets his stick. Rather than having to come down and do the whole song and dance. You'd sometimes cast Knights of the Round on random mobs when you needed a break. I appreciated that in Final Fantasy VIII, the death summons were just, completely random. It felt like a random treat instead of a thing you waste your turn on to never see work. Like, here you go, chat. Here's a cutscene. That was a lot of, oh, like a break from chat. Wait a minute. Over there, that's... I know what that is. Can I get in there yet? Obviously, I can't get in there now because it's time for Lords of Shadow, and I can't stall anymore. We already saved and everything. What are we doing here? You'd actually get up it? I have no idea. Was it really that long?